Hello?
This is Global Tel.
No Beth,
Three-way
too, nigga.
calling is prohibited. All inmate telephone calls are recorded. I have a prepaid call from
Mike Dunn.
an inmate at Duval County Jail. Your account balance is $27.85. If you wish to accept this prepaid call, dial 0 and thank you.
Hello?
Hey, honey.
Hope you don't mind I called you back.
No, I'm glad you did.
So being in a room by myself kind of sucks, but I guess it'd be better than being in a room with them animals.
Well, they probably wouldn't
Mike
think
Dunn
too
do?
highly about what's going on, and so it is best, but I can only imagine. But your mom said she was sending you a book.
Yep.
And I don't know how she's going about
You know, I
this.
was thinking about this today, and I was like, I'm the victim here. I'm the fucking victim here. I was the one that was being preyed upon, and I fought back.
Right.
You know,
What do you
and I'm
do?
like, so it's my fault because I asked them to turn their radio down.
Right.
It's like I got attacked, and I fought back because I didn't want to be a victim, and now I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Nigga said, it's my fault because I told them to turn their fucking music down. Fucking losers. What the fuck did he do to them? Because they ain't turning their music down.
I refuse to be a victim, and now I'm incarcerated.
Oh, no.
I somehow insulted these boys by asking them to turn the radio down, and for that, they were going to kill me. I mean, it's absurd that they would do that, but, you know, they're violent.
Well, honey, I don't think we should talk about it anymore.
What type of boys are there? Cause you saying it like they some just black niggas, like.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's like they attacked me. I'm the victim.
They attacked you?
I'm the victor, but I was the victim
Let me see
too.
evidence, nigga.
In the late Friday afternoon of November.
To everyone, happy Black History Month, my nigga. You know, we've been through some rough patches, my nigga. We've been through some rough patches. But we have got through those days, my nigga. We have really acceded, my nigga. Like, we have really accelerated. Happy Black History Month to all. Stay safe and stay safe out there, my nigga.
November 23rd, 2012, a young couple were getting married at the Winterbourne Inn, an impressive wedding venue situated along the St. Johns River. They held hands and recited vows in near silence as 50 guests looked on toward the scenic ceremony. One of those guests, sitting in the front row, was 45-year-old software developer Michael Dunn, the father of the groom. Sitting next to him was his girlfriend of 4 years and fiancée of 6 months, 45-year-old nurse Rhonda Rower.
Raise your right hand, please. The clerk's going to administer the oath to you. Right hand. There you go. Just relax. It's okay. Relax.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Ms. Rower, do you know
Hey, I
someone by
slick
the
need a
name of
belt,
Michael
nigga. Hold
Dunn?
on. I slick need a belt, nigga. I'm gonna let the video play on, nigga. I need a belt, though.
Yes, I do.
How long have you known Mr. Dunn for?
About 4 years.
Ms. Rower, what is your relationship to Mr. Dunn?
He's my fiance.
Why did you and the defendant come up to Jacksonville on Thursday night for the Friday wedding?
Because we have a puppy named Charlie, and because you usually can't check into hotels until like 3 or 4, and with the wedding being at 4, we didn't think we'd have time to get settled.
They had just drove 2 hours from their shared home in Brevard County, and their 7-month-old French bulldog named Charlie was waiting for them at a hotel roughly 15 miles from the venue.
And did you have anything to drink during the reception?
I had a glass of red wine, and then I had about 2 to 3 rum and cokes.
And do you know whether or not the defendant had anything to drink?
He had rum and coke as well.
Do you know how many drinks he had?
He maybe had 3 or 4.
They stayed for just over 3 hours at the reception, then reportedly had to leave early to go back to the hotel and take the puppy for a walk. They were staying at the Sheridan Hotel on Deerwood Park Boulevard, but as they were driving back, decided to pull into the Gate gas station on Bay Meadows Road at the last minute.
What was the reason for stopping at the gas station?
To get a bottle of wine.
And whose idea was it, Ms. Rower?
Yours.
Mine.
I knew it.
Just before they got to the gas station, the car in front of them had the same idea and pulled in just before they did. The occupant of that vehicle would be known as Witness 7.
When you pulled up, was there an open spot to the right of the red Dodge Durango?
Yes, ma'am, it was.
Tell these jurors why you didn't pull into that empty spot next to the sidewalk.
I heard the loud music. Didn't want to deal with it.
The Dodge Durango in question belonged to 18-year-old Tommy Storns.
I fucking knew it. A black nigga. I motherfucking knew it. This nigga's racist. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Who at the
I knew
time
it.
was inside the store
I knew
buying
it.
cigarettes, while his 3 friends, Leyland Brunson, Jordan Davis, and Tevin Thompson remained in the car.
At some point while the 3 of you are waiting for Tommy Storns to come back, did a
Another black nigga. I knew it, bro. I knew the nigga was racist. I knew it, my nigga. I knew it.
car pull into the parking space on the passenger side of the Dodge Durango?
Yes, sir.
And is that the side that you were sitting on?
Yes, sir.
Driving that car was Michael Dunn, who uttered something to his fiancée before she went inside.
Did the defendant say anything about the music when he parked the car next to the red car?
Yes.
And what did the defendant say?
Oh, I hate that thug music.
And what was your response to the defendant?
I said, yes, I know.
What happened?
If a man really hated ads, here's what he would do. Day 1, he would install Pi on his computer
killed the
without
black
spending
nigga.
a dime because it's...
Happened, Ms. Brower, after the defendant parked the car?
I gave him a kiss. I took $20 and I went into the store.
Mr. Thompson, while the 3 of you were waiting for Tommy Storns, did the defendant say anything to you or in your direction?
Yes, sir.
And what was that?
He said, "Can you turn the music down? I can't hear myself think."
And what did you do when he said, turn the music down?
I turned the music down.
When you turned the music down, did either Leland Brunson or Jordan Davis say anything to you?
Yes, sir.
Who spoke?
Jordan.
And what did Jordan Davis say?
Turn the music back up.
And what did you do when you got back to the Durango?
I opened the door, I danced a little bit to the song that was playing. I got in the car.
Did you see or hear the driver say anything to Jordan Davis after Tommy Storns got back in the Durango?
Yes.
What was that?
Are you talking to me?
And how could you hear that?
Tevin turned the music down.
When?
When Tommy got back in to let him know what happened.
Did Jordan Davis say anything back to the driver when the driver said, are you talking to me?
Yes.
What did he say?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Please tell the jurors what happened next.
I heard someone yell, or someone say something very loud.
And what did you hear that person say?
You got it
No,
going.
you're not going to talk to me that way.
What did you see the driver of the other car do when Jordan Davis said, yeah, I'm talking to you?
He reached into his glove compartment.
It was a big silver chrome, either 9mm or a 45. It was a large caliber.
You recognize that?
Yes, sir.
Does that appear to be the gun that you saw in the defendant's hand?
Yes, sir.
And what did the driver do with the gun when he grabbed it from the glove compartment?
He was holding it and cocked it back.
As you were walking to the register, did you hear anything unusual?
Yes.
What did you hear?
I heard pop, pop, pop.
Within 3 minutes of Michael Dunn pulling into the gas station, he fired a total of 10 shots into the vehicle next to him. The first 3 shots came through the back passenger side door, at which moment Tommy Storns hit reverse and backed up at full speed. The 4th shot missed, while shots 5, 6, and 7 came through the front passenger side door. The SUV then did a J-turn, at which point Michael Dunn got out of his car, took aim at the retreating vehicle, and fired 3 more shots into the back. The amount of time that passed from the first volley of gunfire to the second was exactly 4 seconds.
Dang, blow back.
Tommy Storns' quick thinking most likely saved multiple lives, as he took the car out of the shooter's line of fire midway through the first volley. Unfortunately, however, it wasn't enough to save everyone, as Jordan Davis had already been struck 3 times. He was hit in the leg, lungs, and heart, causing him to bleed to death in under 45 seconds. He was 17 years old. Roughly 20 seconds after the gunfire ceased, Rhonda realized it was her fiancé that had fired the shots, at which point she went outside to see what was going on.
And so I opened the door, and he said, "Get in the car." And I don't know if I said what, or if I said anything, or if I just hesitated, and he said, "Get in the car." But he was, you know, he just had that sound in his voice, you know, of urgency. Yeah. And so I got in the car.
You get in the car, he pulls out to leave. What's the conversation like in the car?
Well, I asked him, what happened?
Right.
That's what I said. I said, "What happened?" And he said, "I shot at the car." And I'm like, we're moving at this time.
Right.
And I said, "What car?" And he said, "The one with the music." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "Because they threatened to kill me." And I'm like, I don't understand, Michael. And I don't remember the exact words that he used, but it was like that they started to advance, and I reacted.
Okay, they started to advance and I reacted. Okay.
And then I asked him, I
What's
said,
about fried
"Did
chicken?
you hurt
Hey,
anyone?"
that shit good.
And he said, "No, I just shot at the car."
Hey, Michael Dunn, nigga, just because I like fried chicken, don't come over here, nigga. Hey.
And you know, in my head, should I be telling you what I was thinking?
Yeah, I think you've already told us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you just tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm thinking, you know, you stupid ass, you know,
Okay.
what were you thinking? Why, you know, would you do this? But I could see that he was already upset, and I didn't want to add to that.
Right.
So I kept those thoughts to myself, and I figured I'd just tell him in the morning.
Okay.
And
Is this all in the car? Or
Yes.
Okay, this is all in the car.
And then by then, we were back at the hotel.
Okay.
Michael then walks the dog, orders a pizza, and pours himself a stiff rum and coke before they both go to sleep. There was almost no conversation between them the entire night.
Just kind of walk me through kind of how the morning plays out.
Okay. So I got up, and I start getting dressed, and the news is on. And and I see the red SUV. Now, mind you, I had no idea what kind of vehicle they were in, but I knew it was red. And so I see the red SUV being towed, and all I hear are shooting, convenience store, loud music, and then I don't know if they said a person was dead or just one dead, and I said, Mike, and I turned around and he was standing in the doorway of the bathroom, and he said, "Yes, I saw." And then I said, "We need to go home."
Okay, so you get in your car and drive home.
Yes.
Do you stop at all coming home?
No.
Okay, so you drive straight to the house.
Straight to the house.
What's kind of how does that all play out?
He just kept telling me that he loved me.
The whole drive down?
Yeah.
Were you guys really talking about it at all?
No, we were listening to the radio, and then he would, you know, turn it down and just say, "You know, I love you," and I know, you know.
Nigga had 5 stars.
I'm dumbfounded.
Right. It's okay. Take your time. Take a minute.
And it was just a horrible, it was a horrible trip home.
Right.
And so no, I didn't want to hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, so I was just get us home.
Right.
Get us home.
Okay.
And then when I walked back in the house is when I got the call from you.
Witnesses at the scene of the shooting took down Michael's number plate, and police were able to track him down at his home in Brevard County. He was brought back to the JSO Police Department without incident, and immediately subjected to interrogation. It began at exactly 4 p.m., 22 hours after the shooting.
If you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer, okay? Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you could just sign where it says signature, and by signing there, you're just acknowledging that I went over your rights with you and that you do understand your rights. Okay. Obviously, I just kind of want to talk to you about what occurred last night.
It's important to contemplate what the suspect is most likely thinking at this moment, as well as the character he is now trying to play. He wants to come across as the victim, who had no other choice but to take the action he did the night before, and needs to appear as rational, reasonable, and as considerate as possible. He knows that someone has died due to a situation that he initiated.
Well, nigga, I swear, as soon as you be eating, bruh, nigga be ready to go to sleep.
And now needs to bend not only the facts, but also the perceptions of others.
So just kind of walk me through.
Y'all seen the plate before this shit started. Look,
your point of view. What you guys pull up? You're driving.
I know. I gotta be up for the
Okay, and you're driving.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a Volkswagen, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. She's sitting in the passenger seat. No one else in the car with you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just kind of walk me through.
You may not
kind of what happened at that point.
Well, I'm embarrassed to say this, but got out. She's in the store, and there's like a SUV next to us, and then the music starts, and I roll down my window, and I thought, just like I asked them nicely, demand they didn't, or else I said, hey, would you guys mind turning that down? And they shut it off. I was like, thank you. Cordial. Everything's cordial. I put my window back up. I'm doing my stuff. And I don't know how many kids are in that, but the windows are down for the back seat. The windows are up for the front seat.
Okay.
And the guy that was in the back is getting really agitated. And my window's up. I can't hear everything he's saying, but, you know, there's a lot of fuck him and fuck that and fuck that bitch. And then the music comes back on. And, you know, I'm just like, live and let live, and you know, don't need any trouble.
My nigga, it's like, bro, nigga, it's like, nigga, they can play music if they fucking want to. But again, this nigga's fucking racist, and this nigga's crazy, so. Again, bro, it's music, bro. It's their car. Nigga, go to a different gas station if you so fucking pressed.
The detectives will entertain his standpoint for the time being. They will remain as neutral as possible as he recounts his own narrative. This is because they need him to divulge as much information as possible while he remains without counsel. The more detail he gives...
That thug ass probably in that bitch playing.
away, the more they will have to evaluate and possibly use against him at a later stage. They will almost appear to be agreeing with everything he says, which is for the purpose of encouraging disclosure. If they were to challenge him this early, it would more than likely prevent him from opening up.
And I don't know if they're singing or what, but it's like they're saying, kill him. So I put my window down again, and I said, excuse me, are you talking about me? And it was like, kill that bitch. And you know, I'm still not reacting, but then this guy like goes down on the ground and comes up with something. I thought it was a shotgun. And he goes, you're dead, bitch, and he opens his door. Mm-hmm. And I'm shitting bricks. But that's when...
Detective Kurt in this bitch. Detective Kurt is signing in, my nigga. Detective Kurt is signing in again. So, nigga, earlier you just said you shot at them when your girlfriend got in the car. You was telling her driving off. You shot at them because they was threatening you. Now, it's, oh, they said, oh, yeah, let's kill him, nigga, let's kill him. Kill him. Go under, they went under the seat, grabbed a shotgun and opened the door. I thought they just threatened you, though. Detective Kurt signing off, though, gang. Detective Kurt signing off.
When I reached in my glove box.
That's all I gotta say. Like,
unholstered my pistol. I mean, I practiced this. I'm at the Fort Malabar Rifle and Pistol Range. I'm an avid, gun guy and all that. No military training or anything, but I have friends who are in the military that show me the
proper way.
Yes, and so
what did he say though?
Flash, I had.
You may not know right where you're going, but I do, I do.
Unholstered my pistol. Quicker in the flash, I had a round chambered in it.
The prosecution would later argue that if the suspect was so traumatized both during and after the incident, as he stated multiple times, he wouldn't feel the need to add dramatic pauses while recounting the event, nor add complimentary remarks to his gun handling skills. It's almost as if he can't help but boast about the shooting, despite being so allegedly horrified and shaken up by it.
Okay. Do you remember how many times you shot?
4.
Okay. Okay, just keep walking me through kind of what you remember.
Well, I shot 4 times, and that SUV pulled out, and like I said, in my mind, they got a gun, and so, not training, just from, I was still scared, and so I shot 4 more times as they were fleeing. Yeah, trying to keep their heads down to not catch any return fire.
Okay. All right. And
that was it. I mean, I still didn't feel safe. I thought, there was another car. I didn't know. I mean, I'm in a strange town, in a strange area. I just had my life threatened. The love of my life is in the store. And she doesn't know what's going on. She come outside to see what...
Bro, is this a fucking worm? I swear to God. Bro. Oh my fucking God. Is that a worm? But that better not be no fucking worm. Oh my God. Mom! Mom! God. Bro, it's a worm, bro. Is that a worm? Is that a worm? What the fuck is... You a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch. Nigga, not you. Not you. You a bitch, nigga. You bitch ass nigga.
What was up? And I was just like, get in the car, we have to go. I just didn't feel safe there. In fact,
you may not know right where you're
plans,
going.
In fact, a fairly expensive
I do. Nigga, you going to jail,
More
nigga.
unnecessary detail that someone distraught by a recent event wouldn't feel the need to clarify. If he genuinely thought he was as close to being killed as he stated, or if he was at all upset about the fate of the young man he had just shot dead, the fact that he missed out on a fairly expensive bed and breakfast would most likely be overlooked.
About this OT, I thought you were British. I'm trying to order shit up and no diddy. Where they bitch out and bust out on the titties. I told her back over, get straight back that business. Knock out the drink.
We have to go home and call the local sheriff and tell him what's up.
Well, where'd you go after?
We went right to our room.
You went right to the hotel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't leave. We were just like
in the hotel
shitting
room?
bricks, waiting for another carload of thugs to come. I mean, I'd never been so scared in my life.
Another
These
car
exact
load of
statements were brought up
thugs.
when his
How
fiancee
is they
Rhonda was
thugs? 'Cause
interviewed
they
4
black?
days later.
Michael said something in the interview that was kind of, he made a comment that you guys went back to the room and he was basically waiting on some thugs with guns to come to the room at any given time. When you guys got back to the hotel, did he take the gun out of the glove box and take it up to the room with you guys?
Whoa, 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 what's going on? Why is she quiet? Whoa, 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 why she quiet, cuz? Oh, hell no, cuz, why she quiet, cuz?
At any given time. When you guys got back to the hotel, did he take the gun out of the glove box and take it up to the room with you guys?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you left it in the car.
I do believe so.
Okay. And then you go to the room and he gets the dog and goes outside and walks the dog.
So he's so comfortable that even he'll go back outside and walk again without the gun with the dog.
I would have to assume so, yes.
Okay.
And you guys just stayed in the hotel room at that point? Did you go anywhere else?
No, we ordered out.
Ordered
We got pizza.
Pizza.
The investigators have secured their baseline narrative from the suspect and will now slowly ramp up the pressure. They will begin to destabilize his thought process by inducing anxiety and then set traps for him to incriminate himself further. They essentially need him to panic, and as he panics, they will pose more calculated questions. However, they have to do this in a subtle and methodical manner, as if they push it too far, they could scare him into shutting down completely, or even into requesting legal counsel and ending the interrogation right then and there.
You may not know right where you're going, but
You have this
do,
traumatic
I
event
do,
happen
I
to you.
do.
I can understand that. Okay. The problem, I can tell you, where we start to kind of get a little wondering is by the time you say you get to your hotel room, you're calling to order pizza. Why aren't you calling us?
I wanted to come back to my hometown to do that. You know, I shouldn't even left the scene. But I left the scene because I was still afraid for.
Okay, and I can
Hell
live
no,
with that.
bro, what the fuck?
Okay. I can live with that. You don't necessarily want to hang around right where the shooting happened because you don't know if these guys are coming back. I'm good with that.
Or if there are more.
You know, but once you leave and you are away from that scene, and you've even gotten to a hotel room and inside your hotel room at that point, you know, now makes me wonder, you know, because if you make a phone call, one, we find out, you know, a lot quicker what's going on. Okay. The reason he and I haven't been to sleep since sometime yesterday is because we're trying to figure out, all we know is we got a dead kid in a car, okay, and we got a guy who shot and hauled ass. That's all we know. I mean, I'm just, that's where we start to get a little concerned. It starts to be, you know, and you know, we can speak that I personally have had a case with an individual who was moving to Jacksonville, first day in Jacksonville, and got involved in an incident and felt threatened and shot another person and was in their car, and he drove across the street to another parking lot and got on the phone with 911 immediately and started walking police into where he was. You know, that's the way I mean...
I have nothing to say other than...
There are other problems that we have, too. When you began to shoot, can you honestly tell us that you ever saw a gun inside that vehicle?
I saw a barrel come up on the window.
He has now gone from saying that he saw a shotgun to now seeing a barrel come up on the window, and his emphasis while giving the statement was
This
weak
nigga
and
lying,
unconvincing.
bruh.
If he had spoken with an attorney, his response to this question would have been that he without
Man, this
a doubt
nigga
saw
lying,
a
bruh.
shotgun,
Pack him
and
up,
his
bro.
conviction
He
to
lying.
the claim would have been immensely
His
forceful.
lying ass.
It would make it far easier for his defense to create reasonable doubt within the jury, which the suspect has now made extremely difficult, and continues on to make it even more so.
Like a single shot shotgun.
He
where
killed them niggas
there's
for
a barrel.
no
I didn't see this part of
reason.
the barrel. I saw that part of the barrel, and it was either a barrel or a stick. But sir, they're like, we're gonna kill you. And then
He killed them
dead,
niggas for
I mean,
no
I
reason.
I didn't wait to look to see if they were gonna point it at me. He reached down and picked it up.
He probably looking at that nigga funny right there.
And then
Who reached down and picked it up?
well, hopefully it's the guy that I hit. Though it was.
Where was he sitting when he reached
He
down
was
and
sitting in the rear passenger side.
Okay.
And that's the guy that was really agitated. And then that's the guy that I asked, are you talking about you're gonna kill me? Like I said, I didn't know what, you know. My window is up. He was saying a lot, but that's what came through. And I put my window down to ask him.
And the music is still playing at this time?
Baby, I
And yes,
do.
he is
I
really
do,
loud,
I do.
really animated.
Louder than the music that's bothering you?
Yes, well, the music was a nuisance at first. You know, with my car shut and the windows up, and you just hear the heavy bass. And like I said, I just said, hey, would you mind turning it down? And they did. They shut it off, which, you know, I said thanks. But it really wasn't an issue of loud music. It was an issue of them threatening my life.
But it started from the music.
Absolutely, and you know that's when I started
And the
telling you
music
guys
was
I'm
playing
scared.
when you pulled up?
No, it was not.
It was not?
So you guys pull in, okay? Now, when he pulls in next to the red SUV, is that correct?
That's correct.
It was already there,
Yes.
correct, okay. And was the music playing?
Yes.
Okay, the music's playing.
Pulled up.
No, absolutely, and you know that's when I started
And the
telling you
music
guys
was
I'm
playing
scared.
when you pulled up?
No.
Wait, what? And the music was playing when you pulled up. If the music wasn't playing when you pulled up, why the fuck did you tell them to turn what music down if it was off? Detective Kurt in this bitch. So basically, boom. This nigga says the music was playing when you pulled up. He says no. Who? Fast forward to the girlfriend.
He pulls in.
When they
next
pulled
to
in.
the red SUV, is that correct?
Okay.
It was already there.
Correct.
Correct, okay. And was the music playing?
Yes.
Now when he says it's the music playing and she says yes. So the music was playing, you told him to turn the shit down. Why the fuck did he say no? That you just fucked up the whole shit. That don't even make sense now. Why would he say no? Nigga, wait, what the fuck? He fucking up his own story. Nigga said, when they pulled up, he said the music was not playing. You said the shit that started this all was you saying to telling them to turn the fucking music down. And the music was, and wait, whoa, wait. Then wait, his whole story was, wait, what the fuck? Music was playing. The music was playing. She said yes, the music was playing. This nigga said no. Yeah, you fucking up your story, cause you say first you said when you pulled up, there was loud music playing, boom boom. You told him to turn it down. Okay, cool. Your girlfriend went in the store. Then they say it was an issue. Then they said, nigga, turn that shit back up. Fuck that nigga or some shit. They turned it back up. He turned it back down to hear what he was saying. Right? I'm getting all the evidence, my nigga. Now this nigga just said when they pulled up, the music wasn't even fucking playing. So you just fucked up your own case, nigga. You going to jail, nigga. You may not know right where you're going, but I do. And all the time you ever chosen, well, I'll make it up to you. And when I feel ever chosen. You may not know where you going, my nigga, but trust me, I do. Fuck you,
okay, music's playing.
Like we said, there's some issues that we have. I'll be the first to tell you there's no weapons in the car. I don't know what you saw.
I don't know what to tell you.
He's far too relaxed, and the detectives ramp up the pressure once more.
Here's what has to happen. And I know that from your position right now that you want to do everything to protect yourself. And I can't say that I blame you for that. But we're going to need the total truth as to what happened. Not this story that I've had from 7:30 last night till 12 o'clock today to fix up. Okay, because the only thing that's going to make sense to us is...
He probably just fucked up his whole confidence right there. Look, listen.
From 7:30 last night till 12 o'clock today to fix up.
He probably looking like, damn, nigga, that's exactly what the fuck I did. What the fuck? He probably just lost all confidence in his whole case. You going to jail, my nigga.
Okay, because the only thing that's going to make sense to us is the truth matching the scene. And there was the biggest problem we got, the first hurdle we got to get over is that there's no weapon in that truck.
Do you have a stick?
There was nothing found in or near the car that resembled a stick nor a weapon. The suspect is now trying to forge a narrative that his actions were justified due to his perception of a threat, regardless of if there was one or not.
All you gotta do is
You've never used samples like this. All you gotta do is just skip this fucking ad, bitch. I don't give a fuck about no sample.
The last set of rounds when the truck is backing away from you, and you put 4 more sets in it, 4 more shots into it. That's an issue.
You may not
because now he's backing away. There's no longer a threat.
Yes, sir. I understand that. In my mind, they had a weapon.
Okay. I can't shoot someone because in my mind they had a weapon. Okay. That's the problem. I mean, if I walked up to someone right now and I'm having a confrontation with them and I think they have a weapon, the law doesn't allow me to shoot him because I think he has a weapon.
Let me ask you this: how were you when you pulled your gun out? Say you're sitting in your driver's seat like that, straight ahead. How did you shoot? Did you shoot one-handed? Did you shoot two-handed?
Two-handed, like
two-handed, like this. You come across your body. Okay, and you shoot the first. What you said, 4 shots is what you remember, and then they start backing out. Do you continue to shoot through the window, or do you?
Check this out. Detective Kurt back in this bitch. Let me put on other evidence for y'all.
Driver's seat like that, straight ahead. How did you shoot? Did you shoot one-handed?
How did you shoot? You shot one-handed, or you shot two-handed?
Shoot two-handed.
Notice how this nigga aimed straight to the black nigga. Get him the fuck out of here. That nigga for so killed them niggas. Stop it. Come on, like, bro. I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. I really do this detective shit. We can just cut this whole little fucking video off now. My nigga, you may not know right where you're going, but trust me, I do. Nigga, you're going to fucking jail. Notice how he aimed right at the black nigga, my nigga. And they saying, oh, turn the fucking music down. Nigga, shut your, man, you going to jail, nigga. what, nigga? Like, nigga, I'm not unpausing the video, bitch. Like, fuck, nigga. Like, nigga looking at me. Bitch, I'm not unpausing the video. Like, fuck, we was just sit here, nigga. I don't give a fuck. What you do today, my nigga? Oh, for real? Oh, that shit crazy as fuck. Shit, I just went to the store like an hour ago. What? Bro, you crazy as hell. Nah, hell no. I fuck with you though, bro. On some real shit, like, feel me? Oh, for real? Nah, that's crazy.
Handed, like two-handed like this, you come across your body, okay, and you shoot the first, what you said, 4 shots is what you remember. And then they start backing out. Do you continue to shoot through the window, or do you reposition yourself?
I don't recall, but I do remember getting out of my car and taking, like, getting sideways. And I was, like, waiting for the wink, or...
But once again...
All this is...
Okay. Once again, if you think they have something, think they have a shotgun.
They have a shotgun.
You think they have a shotgun. Are you going to get out of your car so they can get a good aim on you? Make any sense?
Well, at the time, I was doing everything on adrenaline and no...
But I'm just saying, we're trained to... If
Man, that nigga ain't see no fucking
shotgun.
stop.
Get cover or concealment.
He ain't seen
So
not
you're
a
telling me
fucking
that you
such
thought they
thing
had
or
a
a fucking
shotgun, but
gun,
you got out of
nothing.
your car.
That nigga just killed him.
So they would get a good aim at you, is what you're telling me.
Well, I thought maybe they would shoot at the car and I wouldn't be in it.
But the car, your car's not shooting at them. You are. Why would they shoot at your car?
They can't. So, honestly, sir, I'm at a loss to justify what I did on the second volley, other than to say I thought they were going to be shooting back, and I was keeping them from doing that.
Like you said, nigga, you can't think, nigga. And there wasn't even nothing in there, so GG's.
Was in such a panic.
So you get the gun, rack it, and then reassess?
No, I didn't reassess.
So you went, grabbed gun, rack, came up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see him start to come out of the door of the truck. At that point, you turn to get your gun. Is that correct? You take it out of your glove box. You unholster it. You rack around, and you come back up on target.
Yes, sir. Fluid motion.
Okay. In the amount of time he's starting to get out of the truck when you first start to go get your, but yet by the time you come back and start shooting, he's still in the truck.
He's coming out. I think he saw what I was doing when it was running back in. I don't know. But
see, that's where I'm a little thrown off here. Okay, because he is sitting in the back seat of that truck when he is hit. Okay. Because the bullet goes right through the door. 3 bullets went through that door. Okay, he wasn't hit standing outside the truck.
Oh no, I know I shot through the door.
Okay, so
driving him back.
How's he getting out of the door if you're shooting through it? You're confusing us.
All right. When the latch is coming off the door, that's when I went to do what I was doing with the gun. And when I came back, I'm firing.
When the latch is coming off.
Just sing it, my nigga. You know what, bro. You already. I've been singing this here for the last 30 minutes. You know what I'm finna sing. Just go ahead and sing it first, my nigga. Go ahead. Okay, nigga. Okay. It's my turn though. You may not know right where you're going, but I do. And
when I got my gun on the...
When you said earlier about when you see the latch, what do you mean by the latch?
Well, the door's open. He's stepping out.
Okay, and he's stepping out.
Yes, and then
And you go and reach, but by the time you come back and come up just blazing, somehow he's still sitting in the truck.
Well, maybe I'm not as fast with the whole thing as I think I am, but it was...
Or maybe he wasn't getting out of the truck.
No, absolutely he was.
This was refuted by forensics. The victim never got out of the truck, and the door was shut at the time the suspect opened fire. This was proven by correlating the angles of the bullets that came through the door, alongside the entry and exit wounds to the victim.
You're saying you feel like you have a threat that this guy's got a shotgun in your view. Okay, so you think he's getting out of the car. Okay, So you turn to get yours. If he's unarmed, which he is, why is he going to be?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm unarmed. The sad fact of it is he's telling me he's going to kill me. You're dead, bitch.
Because you asked him to turn the radio down?
Do your homework on black niggas before you even come up with stories, my nigga. Ain't no black nigga saying, you're dead, bitch. You may not know right where you're going, but I do.
See, that's the part where I don't understand.
And you know what? And I'll tell you,
they were getting really agitated.
I understand it because believe me, we deal with guys who you ask them to turn their radio down, they would get out of the car and shoot you. We
do your homework
kind of all the time.
Here's what I can almost bet you a year of my salary on. When you got into a confrontation with those guys, a man of your stature, if there was a gun in that truck, they would have shot you. They wouldn't have had to get out. They would have shot right through. They would have shot from the truck just like you were shooting from your car. People don't get out of the car to be seen when they're shooting someone. They're going to shoot you right side of that truck.
All right. He's getting out of his car. We're this close to each other. He was getting out of his car after repeatedly telling me that he was going to kill me. So, is he going to bite my ear off or shoot me with a shotgun? I wasn't too concerned about how he intended to do it.
If you thought he had a shotgun, you most likely would be concerned with how he intended to do it. You would be likely more concerned with being shot with a shotgun as opposed to having your ear bitten off.
Now, and I'll tell you this. We talked to the other guys in the car, and they will all tell us he didn't like the fact that some stranger's telling him to turn his music down. He's 17. He's a teenager. Okay, you know how teenagers are. They're a little hard-headed sometimes, especially when they're out on their own. And did he throw some F-bombs at you? Basically tell you to go fuck yourself multiple times? Absolutely. They said, yep, he was jaw-jacking back and forth with that guy. But at no time did any of them say, well, okay, he did say he was going to kill him. Because it makes no sense, because what's he going to do? He's not armed. What's he going to, I'm going to kill you and get out of a car. And we're talking about a kid. You know how many times that kid's been to jail? Never. He has no history of violence, and it's not like we're getting some street thug.
All this kid has is a truancy in school.
We're not talking about a violent kid here. He has no track record. There are guys in Jacksonville who I'd go, okay, I believe that, because they got track records. This kid ain't got no track record. The kid sitting next to him doesn't have a track record. The kid sitting in front of him doesn't have a track record. None of them do. These aren't violent guys. They pull up so the driver can run in and buy cigarettes. It's the only reason they're even there. They just got back from going to the mall. That's it. So I have a hard time buying how I can totally see him talking shit to you. I can see that. But to take it to a level that he's threatening to end your life when he can't. There's no way he can. He doesn't have anything.
I didn't know that.
I know. That's all the reason that you're not knowing that is all the reason why you took your next step too far.
Yeah, the problem is you went from 0 to 100 without ever getting to 50.
I have a guy very irate saying he wants me dead. Well, if the other guys aren't corroborating, I'm sorry, but that's what he's
understand
saying.
too, there's people in the parking lot that can hear what's going on too.
Not one of them. We have what's called independent witnesses.
Yeah, not associated.
I understand. I wasn't sure that I heard him right. That's why are you, is this directed towards me? You're going to kill me?
And that happens to be an exact quote of, are you talking to me? That was an exact quote. The guy with the truck said. He said something to the effect of, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
So that's dead on. Yeah, he was talking to you. He's basically telling you to go fuck yourself, and I'm going to turn the music back up.
Yeah, no, the music was already up, and he's talking, kill the guy.
I just can't understand, if the music is up to the point where you ask them to turn it down, how can you also hear the conversation that they're having? It's not making any sense.
He's livid. He's not talking. He's yelling. And my window's up, and I can hear him. I'm not making out all the words, but then I hear, kill that son of a bitch, or kill that motherfucker, I think is what he was saying.
How do you know it was him saying it?
Well, when I put the window down and I asked him, he said the same thing. Yeah, kill a motherfucker. And then when he was opening his door, that's when he said, "You're dead, bitch." And when you say he didn't have a weapon, he's on the ground and you put something up on the thing and then gets out. I thought it was a shotgun, or a stick, or some kind of weapon. But he's confrontational and using words like, "I'm going to kill you and you're dead." And I didn't know he's 17. I thought he was a full-grown man. And I don't know how many kids are in that, but the windows are down for the back seat. I didn't know he's 17. I thought he was a full-grown man. I thought they all were. And in my mind, they're all going to get out of this truck and shoot me or beat me or
had that been the case, we would have a different argument. Had anyone been out of the truck, walking towards you in any type of threatening manner, we would have
we were parked right next to each other.
Yes.
So there was no walking. It was him getting out, and he was an arm reach from me.
Those cars are so close to each other, though. Him getting out, it's going to be hard for him to get out because he's back away from you. His door opens up. He's actually going to be shielding himself from where you are because you're closer up to the driver.
All these things you're saying are great, but I didn't analyze all these things. I got the shit scared out of me.
Oh, no.
And some guy's coming at me, telling me what he's going to do or wants to do. I reacted. I'm sitting here telling you guys I was in fear for my life. I honestly was. I have so much going on in my personal life. The last thing I want to do is be in trouble. I don't want to cause you guys a sleepless night. I don't want to lose my freedom.
He reverts back to this premise multiple times. He continuously associates these two reasons with the notion that he wasn't the instigator, yet not once does he mention that he wouldn't want a teenager to lose his life over a verbal altercation.
This is what we do. Don't worry about that. This is what we do.
Well, I mean, the last thing I'm looking for is trouble. The last thing. Sir, from where I was sitting, a shotgun was coming up at me, and so I don't want to sound like an asshole, but if it happened again tomorrow where a shotgun was coming up, I think I would do the same. I hope I would.
And you know what,
not be
Mr.
afraid
Dunn?
to do the same.
If there was a shotgun coming up at you, we would expect you to do what you did. The problem that we have is that there is no shotgun. That's the bridge that we got to get across. You keep dwelling on the shotgun as if there was one at the scene. If there was a shotgun, a BB gun, any type of gun at the scene. Hell, if there was a water gun that was black that looked real at the scene.
Like I said, it was a barrel. Could have been just a stick, but, I mean, it was...
Could it have been your imagination?
Well, no.
He said no with a rising intonation. The way in which he said the word doesn't correlate with its message. The intonation was more matched with the word maybe.
Well, no.
The pressure he's under is causing disorientation in his critical thinking. He was unable to process the adjustment in his thoughts to his words quick enough.
They said there was nothing in the car. You talking about a nigga raised something like these at you? Like what? But this shit makes no sense, bro.
Why they came out
this
mixed
case
together.
Is stupid.
I mean, anything's possible, I guess, but him coming out of his car was not my imagination.
Okay.
And it was right after I saw that he started coming out of his car and saying, "You're dead, bitch."
When you went and grabbed your gun, racked it, and came back around, what were you shooting at? Did you acquire a target or did you just start shooting?
I shot at the door.
Which door? Which door?
The rear passenger.
You shot at his door?
Yes.
Okay. What was the purpose of that?
Saved my life.
From the door?
No, he was coming out of his door, and then I guess he went back in it, but that's where he was prior.
Hypothetically, you and him exchange words. He opened the door to go in the store to use the bathroom.
He wouldn't have said, "You're dead, bitch," and then...
I'm just saying.
Well, then I guess I would be in trouble if that was the case. But that's not what happened.
We are so lucky. Really? There should be 3 of those 4 should have been hit. 3 of those 4. You could have 3 dead guys right now. Okay? Luckily for the guy in the front seat, his door stopped the bullets. They entered the door but they didn't go all the way in. Because the front door's got bullet holes in it. Okay? And there's another one you shot when you were doing the suppression fire, basically, to keep their heads down as they're driving away. You put one in the back of the car. There's several shots directly into the rear of the truck. And one of them comes zinging in through the back and goes right up and hits the sun visor where the driver is as he's driving out. Didn't miss his noggin by much. You know, so we could very easily have 3 victims at this point. Luckily, those guys didn't get hit or any way, shape, but they're all fine. Except for the poor guy who's pretty much was dead right there. It didn't take him long. He was gone. We see a lot of scenarios, and we deal with threatening situations. I mean, it's not, you know, we deal with them all the time where somebody defends themselves. I mean, we do. And there are clear-cut cases where you go, yep, sure did, buddy. You know, you defended yourself. Have a nice day. Unfortunately, this is not one of them.
I'm not feeling so hot now that you guys are...
Unfortunately, we have that effect. Sometimes.
Well, I don't mean sick. I mean, I actually am starting to be sick in my stomach. I don't know how I can express to you guys that I was in fear for my life. I've never been so scared in my whole life. I've been mad and my hands shake, but I was so afraid that I didn't have time to think. I only reacted.
What did you see the driver of the other car do when Jordan Davis said, "Yeah, I'm talking to you"?
He reached into his glove compartment.
It was a big silver chrome, either 9mm or a 45. It was a large caliber.
And what did the driver do with the gun when he grabbed it from the glove compartment?
He was holding it and cocked it back.
I heard someone yell, or someone say something very loud.
And what did you hear that person say?
No, you're not going to talk to me that way.
Do I need to get a lawyer? I mean, it sounds like I'm in deep shit.
Well, that is up to you. We have a warrant. Duval County issued a warrant for your arrest for murder and attempted murder. Okay? That's what you're being charged with right now. Okay? Just the first step in the process.
The way I see this was, I was scared for my life, and I fought back. And you guys are seeing this as murder.
This is where we're at right now. They'll process you here first, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take you before they got to go through all that kind of stuff. But you will be brought back to Duval County. Like I said, this is a start.
Is there any opportunity to bail?
There's no bond. There's no bond on a murder charge in Duval County. Yeah, it's standard. They don't allow it.
Right. Is it automatic that it's a murder charge when it's self-defense?
Niggas beat it. Nigga, stop. Nigga, you going to fucking jail, nigga. Fuck.
I'll explain to you how it works on our end. We do our investigation. We get our facts. We have a prosecutor from the state attorney's office with us who sees all the facts, sees the case. We confer with the state attorney's office, say these are what we have as facts of this case, and they determine, yes, you have we believe there's enough to issue an arrest warrant at this point based off the evidence we have, and that's why we obtained an arrest warrant.
I really didn't know that I was being charged with murder and attempted murder. That sucks.
I'm sorry we had to be under these circumstances.
Me too. I mean, if there is, you know, there's probably about 5 things I could have gotten done differently last night, but it's unfortunate it turned out the way it did.
It is. Okay, well, I'll get with the guys here and we'll get you use the restroom for you, okay?
Oh, sick.
He was remanded into custody at the Duval County Jail, where he remained for 14 months awaiting trial.
Did you ask the guys in the red SUV to turn down that bass?
I did. I said, can you turn that down, please?
What was the response from the red SUV?
They turned it off.
And at that point, what did you then say?
I said, thank you. Very soon after, I start hearing things like F him and F that and...
Does it escalate?
Well, the music came back on. Now it got ugly. After hearing the something something cracker and this and that, I hear, I should kill that motherfucker. Here, I should fucking kill that motherfucker. And now he's screaming.
Okay.
There's no mistake of what he said. That is what he said.
Notice the considerable increase in both emphasis and conviction when making his statements. His lawyer has now instructed him in how to respond, but unfortunately for Michael, the jury had access to his interrogation where he was asked the same questions.
The guy that was in the back is getting really agitated. And my window's up, I can't hear everything he's saying, but, you know, there's a lot of fuck him and fuck that and fuck that bitch. And I don't know if they're singing or what, but it's like they're saying kill him. So I put my window down again.
I put my window back down and I asked, are you talking about me?
Now what was the response when you said, are you talking about me?
He reached forward and picked something up and slammed it against the door. I didn't know what it was at first, but when he says, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I look and I'm looking at a barrel. He's showing me a gun and he's threatening me.
What happened?
He's showing you a gun? What? Nigga, now he's showing you a gun and he's threatening you. After niggas just said there was no weapon in the car.
Happens now. What did you believe?
Bro, and listen, he just said it clear as day. He said, like, he convinced, it was confirmed. He said it confirmed. He was showing me a gun. That he's saying as in he's seen it in his own eyes. He's seen a gun, my nigga, a gun, nigga. So it's like, but then in it later, nigga, save this for Detective Kurt. Earlier in the interview, he said he's in the shotgun, boom, 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 okay, shotgun. They were saying there is no weapon in the car. Then he changed his shit like, oh, then I must have been tripping then or something, or like it was maybe a stick or something. It was maybe a stick. I don't know what it was. It maybe been a stick. Then the nigga asked, was it your imagination? He said, no. Now, in the courtroom, this nigga states that he for sure seen a gun. I risk my prosecution, my nigga.
It was about to happen to you.
I thought I was gonna be killed, but I still didn't go for my gun at that time. I was just like going, oh my God, where is all this hostility coming from? And it was at that point where he said, this shit's going down now.
Not once was this mentioned during his interrogation. It seems to be a poignant recollection when stated here, which would arise suspicion as to why he failed to mention it earlier.
In your wildest dreams, could you fathom being in that position over a common courtesy?
No.
Okay. Now, at this point, what's going through your mind when he said, this shit's going down now?
This was a clear and present danger, and I said, you're not gonna kill me, you son of a bitch.
Okay. And as you said that, were you looking at him, or were you now moving to get that fire?
I said that as I was retrieving my pistol.
Could you show the jury exactly what you did?
Well, if we say over here is my glove box, I'm looking out the window, and I said, you're not gonna kill me, you son of a bitch, and I shot.
Okay. And do you even recall how many times you shot?
I do not. Kind of was in a fixed position with the tunnel vision. I didn't realize the SUV was moving. I was still aiming at the rear passenger, and it didn't register that the car was backing up.
Okay. And at some point, you realize now there's no more red door in front of your face?
This is where Rhonda starts coming into my mind, because I know she's heard the shots. I know Rhonda. It wasn't just my life I was worried about, no.
And at some point now, do you see that SUV actually drive towards a different direction or try to drive away?
It did, and this is where the, now they're back in line with, if they fire on me, they'll hit the front door, and this is where Rhonda comes out.
What was your purpose of firing towards the back of that vehicle? Were you
I was worried about a blind firing situation where they would, shoot over their heads or whatever and hit me or hit me and Rhonda. I stopped firing when it appeared that the threat was over.
And how long had you been with Miss Rauer?
3.5, 4 years.
Did you have a serious relationship with her?
Absolutely, she's my fiance.
Okay. And were you living with her at the time?
Yes, we were.
Hey, we don't go fuck about that crime.
Was this dog kind of your guy's child?
Yes.
Okay. And what was his name?
His name is Charlie.
The defendant just got emotional over his supposed gallantry and undying love for his partner, and now accelerates this emotion for the purpose of expressing how much he loves his pet. In his mind, he is exhibiting appealing human traits to the jury, coming across as a man of clear nobility and selflessness, who only protected the woman he loves from a perceived imminent threat, while also being a gentle soul that sheds a tear at just the mere thought of his beloved puppy. The thing is, the defendant only has tunnel vision with regard to himself and his own perspective. The jury, on the other hand, will be looking at the big picture. Rather than perceiving this emotion from the viewpoint the defendant wants them to, they may see it as a contrived and narcissistic attempt at elevating his own character. He has now shown the jury that he has the personality type to get emotional, and this emotion comes out as he self-describes his valiant conduct and gentle spirit, yet not a shred of emotion was displayed as he described the exact moment he took the life of a young man.
Mr. Dunn, you love Rhonda Rauer.
Yes, sir, I do.
Right? You love her a lot, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
Right, and when she got into that car, she asked you what
Hey, Judge Russell, don't do no dumb shit, nigga.
happened, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you telling this jury that on the way back to the hotel, you told Rhonda Rauer that the boys in the car had a gun?
If I told her on the way to the hotel, I told her several times at the hotel. I told her several times on the way home that this was self-defense.
That wasn't my question. From the time you left the gate station to the time you got back to the Sheraton, how many times did you use the word gun to describe what the boys, let me finish, what the boys in the car had?
I couldn't tell you.
Was it more than one?
At least one.
Mr. Dunn, the truth is, you never told the love of your life that those boys had a gun.
You weren't there.
Did you? You did tell her then?
I said you were not there.
I get that. I know that. Truth is, you never told Rhonda Rauer they had a gun.
That is incorrect.
remember to speak loudly into the microphone so everybody can hear you, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Wolfson.
When you came out of the gate gas station and you got into the defendant's car,
Yes.
did the defendant ever tell you he saw a gun in that red SUV?
No.
Did the defendant ever tell you that he saw a weapon of any kind in that SUV?
No.
There was no mention of a stick?
No.
There was no mention of a shotgun?
No.
There was no mention of a barrel?
No.
There was no mention of a lead pipe?
No.
Back in the hotel room, Miss Roberts. Hour that same night, did the defendant ever tell you that he saw the boys with a firearm?
No.
Did he ever tell you that he saw the boys with a weapon?
No.
On the 2-hour drive the following morning, did the defendant ever tell you that he saw a gun in the SUV?
No.
And on that 2-hour drive, did he ever tell you he saw a weapon of any kind in that SUV?
No.
One more, just one more. The video about to end. One more. I gotta see his face though. You may not know right where you're going, but I do, I do, I do. And all the times you ever sprung, well, I'll make it up to you. All of the feels and never showing. Bitch. So look, right? I don't give a fuck, little bitch. I'm on that motherfucking shit. Nigga, you going to jail in this motherfucking bitch, you bitch ass nigga with that motherfucking stick.
On February 15th, 2014, Michael Dunn was found guilty on 3 counts of attempted murder, for which he was rendered a 90-year sentence.
Damn.
7 months later,
What the
on
fuck, motherfucker?
October 1st, he was rendered an additional life sentence without the possibility of parole. His appeal was denied by the 1st District Court on November 17th, 2016. He is currently being held at the maximum security Oregon State Penitentiary.
Nigga, GG's. God, the nigga said 90 years. Nigga, what? Oh, shit. Yeah, we won't be seeing that nigga no more. Bet you that for a fact.